Why, hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as ScreenSpeak, and in today's video is Captain America Brave New World spoiler review. So without further ado, let's discuss. My god, everyone. So like I said, am here in spoiler mode. I made a review. I made a vlog already of me and my one friend. Three of my friends of my nerd group that I am part of here at college went to see, and my coach, life design coach, who created the group, went to see this movie, and his wife actually went to see this movie, and we talked about it. Well, me, him, the leader, the leader. Oh my God, sorry, me, my coach, and my friend talking about this movie in the vlog, so be sure to check that card up there for it. And I was like having a great time with this. We had a great time with this, and I was shocked by this movie. I got my Avengers shirt on here. I got my Captain America socks on here. You can't actually, yeah, you can see them. They're right here. Oh, they're right there. Can you see those? Who cares? What we're here to talk about is the movie. So we got a soundtrack. And now, I was hesitant about this film from the trailers, right? But one of the main things is the soundtrack, because I get very curious about, is the soundtrack going to be good? Like Inside Out 2, or Guardians 3, I could go on a long time. I could go on for an hour long about how the soundtracks in those films didn't really work for me. They were good, but not for the films themselves. Alright. So this one was a little bit of a different story, where we get Henry Jackman is, to me, the best composer for a movie like Captain America. Captain America Civil War is great. Captain America Winter Soldier is great. Civil War, both great. Falcon and Winter Soldier has a good soundtrack because it's Henry Jackman. The series is mid, but the soundtrack is justified because it's Henry Jackman, and it fits. Then I heard Laura Cartman was doing this soundtrack, and I was like, really? You bring in the Marvel What If composer? Okay. I tell you what, this soundtrack bangs, it slaps every ounce, including the soundtrack as well as the action. It goes hand in hand. And, like, the action when the aerial... I'm going straight in, I'm just segueing straight into the action. Like, I was watching this going, this makes me want to watch Top Gun Maverick right now. Like, I was in the theater going, I need to just stop watching this. Give me Top Gun Maverick. Like, I was like, where's the... I was like trying to play the Top Gun song theme in my head, like, doo 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 doo. Dude, I was like, dude, where is Tom Cruise just flying around? The aerial shots are awesome. Cap fighting, I want to just go straight into the final battle, but we'll get into the final battle in a second here. But I'm like, man, ooh. And I was sitting next to my friend going, this is awesome. This action's awesome. Like, clean cut Captain America, Sam Wilson, Falcon, slicing people. I'm like, I'm here for it. And now the characters, like I said, I love this movie, but there's some issues with it for sure. Like, there's some... Can you feel the rewrites? I don't know, but we'll get to that in a second. The characters, though, and the acting is very plausible. Like, I liked it. It's you can say what you will about some characters. I don't even know what characters you're talking about. There's one character specifically in the film that is a ex-widow, a Red Room assassin, that has has a great action scene specifically in the hallway when they're leaving the leader. Tim Blake Nelson is the leader back. I liked it. His design was okay. I think that people are upset it's not comic accurate. Hey, you know what else isn't comic accurate? Every single movie in the MCU. So I just want to let you know that. I mean, to be fair, they've gotten a lot of things in the MCU comic accurate, so this one to not be, but I think he was fine. I mean, he did his job as a character, he did his job for acting, and I like that he came back for this. Now, I have to take a brief side note, which is not in my notes, but, I mean, it kind of goes along with the story here. Well, I was talking about the characters, but I like Sam back as Captain America. I felt like seeing Sam back on the big screen was a great use of my time. It's just like I wanted to see him. Falcon and Winter Soldier really didn't do that for me. Joaquin Torres is the new Falcon. Was great to see again. I felt like they used his character better. Watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, because it was such that buddy relationship between Falcon and Winter Soldier, I didn't get enough time to reciprocate my bond with Joaquin. But now seeing Sam and him team up was like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. In my opinion, this you might feel different. And then we get Harrison Ford, like I said, Tim Lake Nelson, Giancarlo Esposito. I actually said his name right this time. I've never been able to say that. You know, the other name that I can't say is the actor that plays Mordo. Anyway, I'm not going to take the time to do that. But every character in this film was great, in my opinion. There were some, like, just minuscule characters. Isaiah Bradley's back. I wanted to see the actor that's going to play Patriot, and, you know, that's Patriot in the comics, but other than that, that was fine. Like, may have not been important. But there were some story things here, like, again, the action scene where Isaiah's being mind controlled by the leader in the White House. That scene was great. Just the aerial shots, like the beginning fight scene was fantastic. The aerial scene where the Indian Ocean, when they're doing those scenes with the boats and the ships and all that. Oh, it's great. Felt like Top Gun. Now, the story are there rewrite problems? Like for me, when this movie's coming out, like, is this a Hulk movie? Is this a Cap movie? And then they have the plot line with the adamantium, which is great. They're bringing adamantium in here, but like, is this and then the Eternals plot line? All right, like, let me get something straight here. I think Eternals is a cool movie, and my friend that went, who is digging this whole movie up, one of mine, he's like, I haven't seen Eternals. It's a fun, like, I'd recommend it, but for you to have watched Eternals to understand this movie, you don't. You really don't. My friend was fine, totally fine, and I'm like, yeah, like, I recommend you watch Eternals now. But if you do, like, if you haven't watched Eternals, you'll be perfectly fine. But yeah, if you're somebody that hasn't, like, I'd still recommend you watch Eternals. It's pretty fun. Nothing that's going to make you go, oh, wow, in the MCU, but it's still fun time. So, there's that. The rewrites, though, I don't feel the rewrites. I can understand that maybe from a big story perspective, it didn't work. But I was just eating it up, you know, the leader mind controlling, him coming back, and then the whole Betty. There's a couple cameos I want to get to in a minute, but him coming back, the Hulk storyline, you know, just the story itself with him infusing the pills in Harrison Ford and Thunderbolt Ross to make him be the Red Hulk we all know and love, and the final battle I'll get to was awesome. And then we get two special cameos I'm going to go into in a minute. I didn't feel rewrites, but what do I feel about the cameos? I got to do this in order, don't I? Bucky Barnes coming in, my God, that was the biggest. So I had already seen the end credit scene on Twitter, but I was like, and then I saw some leaked footage on YouTube that I didn't watch, but I was like, oh, great. And then I didn't expect Bucky Barnes to make a cameo in this, dude. I wasn't ready for it. I blurted it out in the theater, and I was like, "Oh, he's here before Thunderbolts," and I can't wait for Thunderbolts. It's like that and Fantastic Four back and forth, but I can't wait. I have so much excitement for those films, and after this one, it made me go, Marvel's back. You might feel differently. Like, this has a 52 critic and like 79, 80 audience. But I had a great time with this, and like that cameo made me just go, I'm excited for the next thing. And Liv Tyler's cameo at the end, because she was on the phone with Thaddeus Ross, I'm like, please have her in the movie. And she's in the end scene, like after the whole final battle. I'll get to that in a minute. I'm like, yes, those two cameos boosted my love for this movie and boosted my excitement for what's to come in Marvel later. I'm just like, oh, yes. So let's talk about that final battle, shall we? So we have all this great action, and then we get to the final battle with Hulk with Thaddeus Ross finally hulking out to Red Hulk Max, and I haven't like loved a final battle more. Or sorry, I don't. I've loved a lot of the MCU battle. Like it's not up to par like Endgame, but I was gonna say like I mean No Way Home that was awesome as well. Deadpool that was awesome as well. But even like this, I was watching this and in my vlog I said it felt like my friend was like this felt like a non MCU. It felt like a Fox project in the most positive way possible. And I said, you know what this felt like? I thought I was watching The Incredible because I watched The Incredible Hulk and Eternals before this film. Like this felt like me watching The Incredible Hulk. How much I love The Incredible Hulk, but in an MCU style, in the MCU package. You know, in this MCU universe, we have these Hulk characters, but we're not bringing Bruce Banner in. This isn't a Hulk solo movie. These Hulk storylines, which to be honest with you, it was a Captain America movie with these plot lines in there. It might be a little too convoluted, but at least there's a point here. Because it felt like Captain America Civil War, right, had all these heroes like, it's Avengers 2.5. But this one didn't have all the heroes. It had Captain America and a new Falcon, but it didn't have all these heroes. But it was a Hulk villain. So I really liked that. And it was just cool to see a Hulk, him hulking out, just throwing things around, screaming, doing the thunderclap, which was sick, and throwing the flagpole. I was like, please grab the flagpole. Please grab that flagpole. He threw it and just threw the helicopter into the other one. I think it was a helicopter. Threw the copter into the other one. And I was eating up every second. And I was like, he was beating up Captain America. I'm like, dear God, how is this gonna end? And he just gets thrown onto the street. And I'm like, is Captain America gonna pull a speech like, hey big guy, sun's getting real low? That wasn't it. But he has some little political speech. And to everyone who's going, oh, this movie's so political, just like Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I wasn't big on Falcon and Winter Soldier, but it wasn't because of the politics. Because did you know that there's 3 Captain America movies out there, and it's all politics? So get over that yourself. Get over yourself, guys. This was awesome. And the end credit scenes and the future guy. The final battle was just incredible. You got to watch it for yourself. I've talked about how awesome it was. But this film was great for what it was. But the end credit scene, there's only one. It ends with a great final. And then he goes to see Joaquin Torres get shot in the Indian Ocean, saved. And then Sam goes to talk with him, and he's like, I idol you. And he's like, I really wanted to be you, because I saw all the heroes growing up on TV and in comics and stuff, but I wanted to be you. And he was made the joke, he's like, don't say Ant-Man. He's like, no, I wanted to be you. So the end credit scene, I had to wait during the whole credits until the end, but it was Cap going back to the raft where he put Harrison Ford and talking to the leader, and he says, do you know, like, talking about, like, there's different, I've seen every possibility. Do you know who's out there? What I've seen, like, you're not ready for when the others come. Like, ooh, teasing the multiverse, teasing Doomsday, Secret Wars, what's out there? Ooh. So I don't think we'll see these characters, like, again, like, Thunderbolts are going to be their own group, that own movie. With the future, what do I think? They're going to be its own movie. Thunderbolts is going to be its own movie. Can't wait for that. This is the last movie in the Bob Chapek era, who was under old regime, and now Bob Iger's back in the chair. Now we get Thunderbolts. Great. I can't wait for that movie. Then Fantastic Four. It's its own universe. It's going to end with however the Fantastic Four get into our own 616 universe. Then we are in Avengers Doomsday when we'll see everybody. And I can't wait for that one. So we're almost there. We're on the tip. We're in the tippy top. We're so close, guys. So that's my thoughts on Captain America. I can't wait. Captain America Brave New World. This was better than Thor Love and Thunder. Like, I can't wait to watch this on Disney Plus. My parents are going to see this tomorrow as we speak. I saw this on Friday night. They're going to watch this on Saturday night. And I can't wait to see what my dad thinks, or both of my parents think, because I think that my mom will genuinely enjoy this. I remember when my parents went to see Wakanda Forever, and I was like, I still have my issues with Wakanda Forever. This is better than Wakanda Forever. That's a hot take. I'm sorry to all you fans out there, but And my mom, I don't remember what my parents thought of Wakanda Forever specifically. And then they went and saw Quantumania, which was the movie after that, and they're like, what? I think my dad had a little bit of fun. My mom was like so confused. And I'm like, yeah, rightfully so. I'm not surprised my mom was confused. Not because women can't handle confusion, but because there's so many things of Quantumania that were just random, and you have to know the bonkersness of that movie to understand it, like me. But this is a perfectly exceptional film for action, battles and stuff. Like, even if my mom isn't loving Red Hulk, but she'll love Harrison Ford and she'll love this film. So it's good. I recommend. I recommend this movie to you. It's one of those, like I said, I recommend Eternals. I'm not comparing this film to Eternals. I have my recommendations, and I say that this is a worthy. How do I rate it? How do I rate? How is a worthy film? How do I rate it? I was going all over the place with that, right? So this is. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I feel like the 2 points offer a little bit of. It's not a cohesive movie. It's an 8 out of 10. 4.5 on a letterbox scale, and I give this just an A. It's not an A plus, but it's an A, and I hopefully think that I mean it could be a B, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Maybe an A minus. It's an A minus. It's not an A. It's an A minus. Go watch this in theaters. I recommend this movie. If you have not seen it, please go check this out. I got to see this on Friday night. So excited for Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. MCU, you are looking up. Thank you so much for not disappointing me. There are some little minor issues, but I can't like pinpoint what are the issues. I just had a great time with this, and I had a great time with my friends. This boosted my. The trailers were actually fun as well. Let me tell you, seeing the Jurassic World, How to Train Your Dragon, Fantastic Four, and Thunderbolt trailer play before this movie, I was like, I'm watching some of the. And then the Karate Kid came in, just ended when we were walking in, and I was like, these are some of the best trailers I've ever seen, comboed all up. And there's one, I saw the Accountant 2 trailer, nothing to do with Captain America 4, but the Accountant 2 trailer came out, and I was like, John Bernthal, I was like, these are the best trailers I've ever seen comboed before a movie like this. So, I had a great time at the theater. Thanks so much for watching this review, guys. Stay tuned for what's up next. I don't know what's up next. I think Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, so stay tuned for that. Got things coming in the near future. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me, and don't forget to keep calm and watch the screen. Peace out, everyone.